Gazzy, here we are. Premier League is upon us. I know you're stuck in your hotel room, but excited for the...
Yeah, it's nice to be back, nice to be playing, and it's 5 days now of solid playing, so looking forward to getting back out tomorrow, obviously playing Gary, and hopefully get a first win under my belt and ease a little bit of pressure, but yes, just need to get that first win.
Repeat of the World Final, as you've said, against Gary. In these blocks, is it so important to get points on the board early and make people chase you?
I don't think it's about making people chase you. I just think it's good for your own confidence. The longer it takes for you to get a win and get some points on the board, the more you're chasing, and then it's harder for yourself then. But yeah, it's nice to get a win early and get the pressure off and get yourself into the tournament.
In previous years, you've said you've bombed too many points, drawn too many games. Is that something you're conscious of ahead of this campaign?
No, not at all. I've drawn a hell of a lot of games over the last couple of years, and I lost out by a point last year, and I finished fifth the last twice. But yeah, I'm in a better place now. I'm world number one, world champ, and I think a lot of other players don't play. Well, say don't play as well. They play a lot better against me lately. But yeah, I'm just in a better place, and I'm playing well, which matters. And hopefully I can get a win tomorrow against Gary, get out of the blocks, and like you said, put pressure on other players and take the pressure off myself.
You've openly said it, you haven't felt like a world champion, but that's the first time I've heard you say it in that context. Is it starting to sink in that you are the best player in the world at the moment?
No, I know I'm the world number one in the world and the world champ, and I believe I am the best player in the world at the moment. But it's just difficult circumstances. I just want to be able to show that trophy off and take it to places where where I've grown up, back to my school where I first started playing darts, and just to my mates, but it's just difficult. I feel like a world champ. It's just one of those crowds back and everything that comes with it.
Is there extra pressure and a bigger target on your back because of everything that you've achieved in the last year?
People could say that, but I don't feel it. I mean, I'm the world champ. I'm the world number one. I'm where everybody wants to be, and I'm just looking down at people in the rankings now. Not literally, but I don't look down on people. But everyone's below me, and they're all chasing me. So my job's sort of done. I just need to keep up my performances. But I've done what a lot of people want to do, and it's their job to try and get it and take that number one spot off me.
Gazzy, all the very best tomorrow, mate. Thanks very much as always.
No worries, cheers.
Hi, Gazzy. So far, the Premier League might not have been that kind to you so far. Is that in the back of your mind in some way?
No, I mean, I think it's probably just because it's a non-ranked event. I don't. But when they're ranked, there's like I call that different mentality, a different me that plays. I'm chasing ranking points, and that's what this circuit is all about to me. I just need a different mentality going into the non-ranked events. The Premier League, the World Series, and things like that. I don't know, I just don't really seem to give... I do give 100%, but I just don't get the best out of myself, maybe just because they're not ranked, I don't know.
You sort of did that with the Grand Prix last year. That was a tournament you hadn't previously said you'd like that much, the format. But, it'd be nice to sort of tick this one off as well, to a certain extent, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was the same with the Worlds as well. I just don't like the set format. I just think it's a leveler of a game, It's those little sprints... people can get the three, and then you start again. You get to another three, you start again. But I prefer the formats where like the match play in the later stages. First to 10, first to 16. That's when the cream does rise to the top, I think.
And obviously for Welsh sport, it's been a strange old couple of weeks. I mean, I don't know if you watched the rugby. I mean, a big emotional night, but it'd be good to put some smiles on faces again.
Yeah, exactly. It was nice to see Wales do well and win the championship. It was a bit disappointing for the French to get that late try and stop them getting the Grand Slam. But, at the beginning of the tournament with a bunch of boys, the youngsters that they had, it was no expectation on their shoulders. And, I didn't really think they were going to do as well as they did. But fair play to them. They deserve it. They played brilliant. And, as a couple of new boys, the winger, Rhys Hewitt, is here. Fantastic player, wasn't even in the squad, a couple of months before, and George North back to form in the centre, which is good. But Johnny doing well as well in all the pro tours, so it's a good time for Welsh sport.
Good stuff. Well, hope you keep it up, and thanks for your time. Cheers, Gerwyn.
No worries, cheers, bud.
Hi, Gezi. I get the feeling you're starting to feel a bit more positive about things now as opposed to when we spoke to you during the UK Open. And the motivation level starting to come back as the bigger events start coming around?
Yeah, I'm always motivated. It's just the circumstances. It's not the darts that I'm not motivated about. It's just life in general. And I think everybody's in the same boat. You know, this lockdown is difficult. You know, I'm enjoying darts. I'm motivated for darts. Every time I turn up, I want to be there. Whereas sometimes in the past I haven't, you know, for the smaller tournaments. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying darts. Why wouldn't I? But it's just life in general with all COVID scene and everything. But yeah, it's getting back to where it should be, and things are starting to open up again. And hopefully towards the end of the year, get some crowds back.
You finished fifth in the past 2 Premier League seasons. Is it something that's really high on your agenda to get into that top 4 and give yourself a chance of adding this trophy to your collection?
Yeah, I've had a few warm-ups now. I've had a few cracks at the whip. So, you know, every year I've got better and better. And yeah, hopefully I think I'm going to make the top 4 this year. And, you know, I'm there to top the table, and I'm there to win the whole thing. So, yeah, I'm not just there to get into the top 4, but I'm there to lift the trophy up and finish top of the tree as well in the group stages.
And obviously, Gary first up on Monday. Is that one of the games that really gets the juices flowing as much as any other for you?
No, I take every game exactly the same. I just concentrate on my own game, and you know, whether I'm playing Gary, Michael, or anybody, you know, I concentrate on my own game and try and get the best out of myself. And you know, I don't target any player differently, really.
Cheers, Gezi, and all the best for the tournament. Thank you.
Always, thanks.
Gezi, in previous years, maybe the Premier League hasn't been so kind to you, but do you feel like you're in the best place now to compete in the Premier League?
Yeah, I'm playing well. I just need to, you know, over the last couple of months, it's been my form's been up and down a little bit. I didn't play brilliant in the Worlds, and I still won it, but you know, I just want to be playing it week in, week out at my best, and then see how people can deal with me, because I'm winning games when I'm not at my best, but it's not good for my confidence. I'm scraping over the winning line. I'm missing a couple of doubles. I'm still winning, but I'm not playing well. I just want to go out, give my best, play 100%, and then see how other players can play against me when I'm playing my best. How
important was the win and the performance as well on the Pro Tour just a week or so before the Premier League?
Yeah, it's been good for me. Obviously, the first day, like I said, I missed a couple of doubles against Brendan, and he's been playing fantastic. Went on to win that event. I was kicking myself because, you know, I was 5-2 down in the game, and I think I should have possibly been 5-2 up if I took my chances. But you know, that's probably what's let me down the last couple of weeks, is missing doubles. My scoring game is always there. But yeah, it's nice to get a win under my belt, get the confidence back, and yeah, I've practiced a bit more now as well over the last week or so. So I'm in a good place, and I'm looking forward to getting out there tomorrow night.
And obviously the Premier League is in blocks of events. Obviously there's 5 days and then there's 4 about 10 days later. Thing that allows you to get a bit of momentum going. Obviously there's not as much travelling involved as there usually would be in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think so. I think possibly that's where I haven't been at my best over the last couple of years, because it's just one game, you know, every week, and you can't really get any consistency going. But yeah, if I get out of the blocks well tomorrow, then it'll give me confidence day in, you know, for the next 5 days. So yeah, but it can work on the other hand as well. If you don't start off well, it can just roll on for the next 5 days. So, you know, I just need to get out the blocks well tomorrow.
Brilliant. Cheers for your time, Gezi.
Right. Cheers. Thanks.
Gezi, coming into the Premier League as world champion, how much pressure do you feel going into night 1 against Gary?
To be honest with you, I don't feel the pressure. You know, I know what the ability that I've got, and I know my capabilities, and I know if I play well, and if I play 100%, then I'm going to win, no matter who I play, whether it's Gary or anybody else. But yeah, I don't put too much pressure on myself. It's not a be-all and end-all if I lose a game of darts, and I'm going to go out there. I just want to enjoy it and try and get my first win. And the main thing is just to enjoy the Premier League this year.
We've had the Masters, we've had the UK Open, and we've had floor tournaments since your success at the World Championship. How would you assess your form going into the Premier League this year?
I'm not in as good form as I was last year, I don't think. But you know, I'm still winning. I'm still playing well, but I know there's a lot more in the tank. and I think that's a good thing. I'm winning events, I'm winning games. I'm not playing 100%. So it's these things to look forward to. As soon as I start to find that purple patch and get back into form, then I'll start picking up some big majors, and hopefully, this Premier League is one of them.
Must be a positive for you that you've got stuff left in the tank and you're still playing well and still winning games.
Yeah, I'm playing well, but I'm not playing 100%. And people are playing out of their skin against me as well, and I'm just pipping them because I think that experience is coming out now, and I'm probably, because I'm a world champ and a world number one, they miss those one darts, and I get that second opportunity. But I'm not playing 100%, but I'm still winning, which is good. And like I said, I know there's a lot more in the tank, a hell of a lot more in the tank, and hopefully I can bring it out to this Premier League. And I'm looking to finish top and to win the Premier League. I'm not here just to make the playoffs.
Of course, it's been over a year now since we last had a crowd, which was the Premier League event in Liverpool last year. Just how much are you missing playing in front of the fans?
Yeah, I missed it terribly. I haven't had the best of times off the crowd, but I do miss the atmosphere. I do miss. That's what the Premier League's all about. Week in, week out, going to different venues and playing in front of big crowds and entertaining. But we are stuck behind closed doors, and it is on Sky Sports, so hopefully people can just enjoy it there. But maybe the last couple of Premier Leagues this year, they might have a crowd here, which would be good.
3 newcomers this year: Jose, Dimitri, and of course countryman Johnny Clayton, who you won the World Cup with last year. What do you make of the level of competition in this year's Premier League?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of players in there that are out of form. There's 3 or 4 players that are out of form, and possibly there's 4 or 5 players that should be in front of other players. But it's all on the day, and Premier Leagues are back on TV, and people's form can just change like that. So if everybody brings their A game, then it's going to be a really good tournament. But there's a couple of people off form, which is good for other players that are playing in form.